Good evening, everyone. This is delicious Don Juan, the Texas treat, and you are listening to the Countdown City WrestleCast.
What is up, heels and baby faces? Welcome to another episode of the Countdown City WrestleCast. I'm your host, Jace Me. Joining me is that guy, Tommy.
Hello.
And we got Big Mike.
What's up, guys? Still no rhymes.
That almost did though.
Yeah. Wow. Wild, busy show today. A lot going on in the wrestling world as far as events that took place this past weekend, stuff we got to talk about this weekend. And yeah, wouldn't have it any other way, right? It's a nice distraction from some of the other crazy shit that goes on in the world. So today we're gonna recap Worlds Collide, Hybrid Experience, and RCW Honors. Before we preview United 210's show this Friday, which, by the way, is it back at the yard or is it back at the War Pit?
No, it's a War Pit. There's no talk about going back to the yard. So.
Alrighty. And after that, we will then preview AEW All Out and WWE's Wrestlepalooza.
Whoa, they're on the same day?
Yeah.
How did that happen? What a goof. Someone scheduled wrong.
Who knew? Yeah. So, any wrestling news to talk about, guys?
You mean WWE WrestleMania sold out 2027? SOULDED, like like the old WCW.
Yeah, that's true. That did come out. I know we talked about it briefly, but yes, it is official, guys. WrestleMania, not this coming year, but the year after, will be in Saudi Arabia. They didn't say if it was 1 or 2 nights, did they?
I assume it's 2
I'm
nights.
assuming
5
2
nights, honestly. It might be WrestleMania a week, literally.
Jeez.
For the amount of money they paid.
Yeah.
I feel like they would have made that announcement already, but I don't know. I could see it being only a one-night thing because there's so much that goes into putting a show together out there. It's an undertaking, so to speak. But I have seen a lot of reports where.
Speaking of which, I expect the Undertaker to be there. So
yeah, exactly. They're trying to get a lot of legends to show up. I hope they don't expect them to wrestle. That's way too much. It's going to be the freaking geriatric WrestleMania. No offense to those guys, but come on. Sean Rest said it right after this match in Saudi Arabia. Like, he told Triple H, "We're too old for this shit." You can see it saying to the maker of the ring. So.
By the way, what's up, Bernsey? 2 quick things though that I've seen connected to this already. One is the Indies deciding what they're going to do with the guy who runs GCW saying he's already been reached out to by some group from Saudi who's like, bring a GCW show like y'all do over here. But the majority of the rest of the indie world, I have a feeling they're going to be in Vegas or something.
Yeah,
that weekend.
Maybe somewhere on the East Coast because it's the closest to Saudi Arabia at that point.
I mean, maybe East Coast, but honestly, why not Vegas? I mean, it's already like set up so
30 years in a row. Right? Yeah.
And there was another thing I was going to say related to this, and now it just went out of my head with my first thing. I'll come back to it later. But
it's just. They announced, I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Did you see like all the wrestlers on the stage behind?
They looked so annoyed. They really did. Like, really, we got to go over there for this? So yeah. The funny part about it is that when you think about that, like, you know, all these independent promotions, that WrestleMania becomes the center of the wrestling universe. Obviously, that's going to be hell. No one's going to be making that trip to Saudi Arabia for it because of visa issues and all that stuff. The travel, it's expensive. But can you imagine now, because WrestleMania is in Saudi Arabia, it's going to be taking place in the middle of the day, early morning, if you will. And then all the indie stuff will probably be at night. It's kind of a reverse situation where the indie stuff is usually during the day and then Mania is at night, right?
That's what it was, yes. Yeah. Someone said AEW should counter-program and do some big, like, in the U.S. stadium show the same day so people can go over there.
It is not a bad idea. I'm pretty sure people would spend the money to attend that when they know they can just tune in and watch it. Yeah, I would, you know. Can I throw a name in the hat out there? Hey, AEW, where's the camera? Can you bring a show to San Antonio? The Alamo Dome would love to have a big pay-per-view. Come what is it going to be April of that year, 2027?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bring it to San Antonio. I'm pretty sure it would sell out. I'm pretty sure it would go
How
nuts.
soon is Project Marvel getting built? When is all that?
That won't be there in time, but you know, the dome still is going to be able to. The dome needs to host an AEW show. Let's face it, it would be fantastic. So yeah, yeah, that's kind of big out there. Anything else though? I don't recall of anything else going on wrestling news wise.
I mean, outside of the shows themselves that are coming out, I don't think there's any big other big news that was coming out like that.
Yeah,
Everything else is kind of connected to the shows and either what's happening or what happened. So.
Which, by the way, NXT Homecoming was pretty entertaining.
I didn't watch it. I saw a bunch of parts of it though.
Seen a lot of comeback. Them even acknowledging wrestlers that are currently with AEW, even to the point that the picture in Shawn Michaels' office was the Undisputed Era, with Shawn posing with them. I don't know if you guys caught that, but yeah, it was pretty.
Oh wow,
pretty cool stuff. Yeah,
well, I saw a lot of things there. Yeah, and I saw they referenced Cole a few times in different things throughout the night. So
even a shout out to Ember Moon. So yeah, good stuff. All right.
Excuse me.
Someone's at Walmart right now. Nice.
It's Angel. One of her 75 different YouTube profiles.
Oh Lord. All right. Well, be safe out there. Walmart at night is crazy.
Not like the good old days when it used to be open all the time.
I know. Thanks, COVID. Screwed all that up for us.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right. Let's get into everything that took place this past weekend. We'll start with Worlds Collide. Which, to be honest with you, the only match that I have watched was the main event, Dom versus Hijo del Vikingo, which was fantastic. We all predicted it. We all got it right. Dominic Mysterio, is the new AAA Mega Champion, and his father had to put the belt on him in the ring. By the way, so fantastic storyline there. Anything else from the results stick out to you guys?
Besides that, not really.
No, I mean this is like what, already the third kind of WWE, or are they already at the third since they bought it at WrestleMania? Like the WWE involved
second,
yeah, third, because they did a Worlds Collide in June. Then Triple Mania really wasn't WWE. I guess it was, you could say it's under the WWE umbrella, right? And then you have this Worlds Collide.
But it was WWE influence. There was a lot of WWE talent there, right?
Yeah, there was a good WWE talent. Obviously, the Judgment Day was there. Some talent in that Battle Royal, if you will. Some interesting news about this show. Natty Neidhart, yes, it was Natty Neidhart. She won. Still says Italia, but I'm pretty sure she can claim the Reina de Reinas championship and really use this to springboard that character back onto the WWE TV.
Oh, God, look who's already in here.
Who was it?
Oh.
Please, Don Juan, let us know which cheating victory would you like us to talk about when you guys had to use a cane against Teen, or when you had to get two female wrestlers out to help Callie win a match. Please let us know which one.
Right.
That second one is very, very like what? Anyway.
Yeah, that was strange. We'll get to that later.
We will. Tag team championships. Pagano and Psycho Clown retained. Grayson Waller had to step in for the injured Xavier Woods, and but then they were attacked by the Wyatt Six afterwards. So yeah, I think the Wyatt Six are going to be trying to take over everything at this point. So which is fantastic for them. Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana defeated the Judgment Day. Yes, there was a Demonito appearance, but he got taken out on a suicide dive by the Iguana, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Those highlights have been
Finn had to fly back with him and take care of him on the flight. Very injured. Very sad.
So, but yeah, overall, results-wise, a great show. I think a lot of the things I've seen about this is obviously it was a co-promoted show, but they're really letting the AAA talent retain the work that they're doing out there, kind of the independence, if you will, you know, and it's worked out well for them. So. It's really kind of hard to change that, especially when you're based out of a foreign country as well. So,
yeah.
Pick results as far as that goes for us. Tommy went 4-2. I went 5-1, and Mike 6-0. Back-to-back Tezes on
Nice.
predictions here for Mike. Yeah, so see if he keeps that streak going.
2-time Tezen.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, want to watch it, go back on the WWE YouTube channel, WWE Espanol YouTube channel, and the Lucha Libre AAA YouTube channel as well to check it out. So, all right. Beyond that, locally, there were a couple shows that took place. Starting with Hybrid Experience was also on Friday. You guys attended, or at least Tommy attended, right?
Tommy did.
Yeah, I did.
Quick thoughts on the show, Tommy. And it sounds like this one led into RCW as well. Some stuff. Maybe.
Not really. It was pretty much its own thing. It was just a fun night. We got some a fun action. Hit and Chris Barton apparently had some stuff online that transpired into their match becoming just kind of starting off as a fight. Very Mission Pro Wrestling in its own way. Hit coming out on top. There was a Living in Fashion versus the Luchadors Hybrid and Living in Fashion one. And Jason Valentino, I think, is officially part of Living in Fashion now.
Officially, that's cool.
Well,
That makes
I think
sense.
because he was part of their 6-man tag. I think if he's not in, he's like their junior. I guess he's got to earn it. Whatever.
Living in Fashion and Training. I live it.
Actually, that's not bad. I live it. That's actually not bad. What else happened?
Tag titles, no.
Tag titles.
Oh, actually, you know what?
Oh God.
You and Jason have a picture to explain. All right, as we said, I missed this show. Right, I had some issues at home. I had some home repairs that had to be made, and they were here kind of late. But go ahead, Tommy. Please explain. Speaking of people in the chat.
Yeah, well, there is a picture that has circulated online already of me and Jason, a picture with the treats. And the reason for that is because Don Juan called truce, at least for the night. A truce we accepted.
Why?
Well, because Armani proved, and Rilo King, let me make sure. Let me make this clear. Both of them proved that when they want to cross a line, they can cross it. Because Armani said something to the effect of putting Don Juan back in the hospital bed he just got out of. I was like, bruh.
Tommy, I'm pretty sure you crossed that line as soon as he came back.
No, I don't joke about cancer. No,
no. But, okay.
No, but Armani did. That's my point.
Oh,
well, you just said back to the hospital bed. That's a
no, because that's the tame version of what he said. Because he referenced the cancer specifically. Of like basically, let's say like doing something the cancer couldn't or something like. I don't know what he said. He brought up the cancer directly. Even I don't cross that line.
You didn't say that.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Armani didn't care.
No, not to his face anyway. So, yeah.
I wouldn't.
What?
I don't hate him that much. Anyway, I don't.
You could have fooled us.
I don't hate him that much. Hell, I don't hate Callie that much. I'll be honest.
You definitely fooled us with that then.
Yeah. I hate her, but I don't want her to have cancer.
That's fair.
I want her to go away. There's a difference. That could be Greenland for all I care. As long as she's away from me, I don't care. As long as she goes away.
Oz or the Chocolate Factory seem like good.
So back to where her people are from. In both regards, I assume she was a transplant from both places. So.
Good stuff.
Anyway, so they Streets defeated.
Pretty badass ride party.
Thank you. I don't know where my brain went just now. I think I'm so tired. It was a long weekend for me. I'm not caught up on sleep. Oh, I had a dentist appointment today. I forgot about that. Cleaning. Anyway, and I'm trying. My brain got so foggy just now.
There was a title match.
Yeah. I was gonna try to say that for last since I can't think of anything else right now. I was going to it. Freak Show and Casey was really good. Oh, before I get to that, that's what it was. Jesse Funaki defended the Rising Star title against the young up and comer Chase Owens. That real young dude who's just taking the wrestling world by storm.
Excuse me.
15 years ago.
Who won that, by the way?
Jesse via DQ because Chase Owens kicked him directly in the midsection right in front of the referee.
Oh God! So there's not going to be a third generation Funaki. That sucks.
Not for a while.
Anyway,
I know it's a win, but at least he's putting the younger talent over. Unlike some guy in New Japan, couldn't even put Toriano over on his way out.
I knew I didn't know
Fucking
when that was
asshole.
going to get worked into this conversation, but I knew it was going to. When I saw the result, I couldn't wait to message JC. Guys, he's referencing in one of Tanahashi's last matches. He recently did defeat Toriano in a one-on-one match. So, and I saw that, I was like, "Hey, JC, guess he just beat Toriano."
Couldn't even put up with younger talent, man. Jesus Christ.
But that did lead to the October show. I believe they're going to have a no DQ match. Jesse Funaki and Chase Owens.
Oh,
So,
all right.
Okay.
That should be fun.
Well, I saw from the clips that they were using fans and their legs as like
Yes.
posts to throw their head
they kept
into.
telling people to hold their foot up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It got hilarious.
You said it was October. Do you know when the date of the next show is, by the way?
October. They said it.
Better not be 24th, damn it.
I think it's the 15th.
Okay.
No, that's a Wednesday.
That's a Wednesday. Sorry, I don't know why I zoomed to November just now.
18th.
18th, I think. Yeah.
18th, a Saturday. Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I
Alrighty.
think that's Big Texas Comic Con, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, new up and comer in Texas, Zai Gold debuted against Callie. She lost, but she was very impressive in her showing.
Where is she from?
I think originally New Orleans. I think she's in the. I think she's out of the Houston area lately because I've seen her at the wrestling shop and other places. But she said, she told me afterwards she wanted to be at how she'd been wanting to try to get on the hybrid show.
Oh, nice.
So, and also, Mike, you're gonna laugh at this. She wants to move to San Antonio for better wrestling opportunities. I don't know, I love that this has become the hub for wrestlers to be like, hey, we want to make it. We got to move to San Antonio. So,
I mean, there's several we've talked about this before. Denise and Ray have talked about it. Black Swan, who we hadn't talked to in a while, they talked about moving down here from Vegas, although she's doing pretty good stuff up there.
Yes, yeah,
So, but yeah, San Antonio's got tons of opportunity. I mean, I know you got Reality of Wrestling in Houston, and the Metroplex has some good places up there, but San Antonio's in the middle of all of it too. So,
I don't think I told JC this, but she posted this recently. Tiffany Nieves posted that she moved to Houston not so long ago, and she's been training. She's been training at ROW.
Oh yeah, no, I knew she had been at ROW for a little while. So,
but yeah, but I knew she'd been there, but I didn't know she moved to Houston. I just thought she was just coming out there on a regular. But no, she said she moved to Houston, and because she posted something like that was the best decision I ever made, or something like that. Because she's still with the National Wrestling Alliance, but she has been so she's been living in Houston. It's, I guess, flying out from there. So
nice.
Yeah. And then of course, Freak Show and Casey Black Rose was, while as good as I knew it would be, on a technical level, a lot better than I thought it would be going in. What I mean by that is, Freak Show had a lot of ways to counter not getting hit by a backbreaker, until he finally did. But it was a lot of counters to get out to not to counter the backbreaker, but just to avoid it altogether. And it was very technical luchador-esque, if that makes any sense at all. It was really, really good to see the technical side of Freak Show, who we know he's a great character. He's a tough guy and everything. But to see the technical side of him come out, I thought was really cool. Like there was one time Casey was going right for a backbreaker, and Freak Show reversed it into a arm drag, like midair, and it was really cool. I just enjoy seeing that side of Freak Show come out. Now it's like, oh, he's more than just this great character, more than this great tough dude who can check him. He has a lot of technical prowess behind him. It's really cool. They're pretty good. Of course, after the match, Brock Ali came out, but then so did Jay Young. And we thought, is he cashing in? But he more of just stared down Casey, kind of making it clear. I think kind of making it clear that he plans to let him know when he cashes in. It was kind of the vibe I got from that. So, anything else that was real big that happened? Nothing comes to mind off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah, but that was pretty much it. It was a pretty solid night. It was like it was nothing like mind blowing, but I think we're spoiled on that. It was just a really good show. It was just a really good show. So yeah, I think we're a bit spoiled when it comes to how good Hybrid can have a show. So I think it's just a fun show. Let's see, let's see if I missed anything.
All right.
But yeah, I think that was everything.
From there, let's move into RCW Honors, something you guys both attended. I wasn't able to attend, and I don't think they've put out their acceptance speeches yet on their Facebook yet, so I'm kind of waiting to see that information.
Yeah.
But go for it.
Yeah.
Mike.
So for that, and Tommy can jump in on this too in a minute, but we got to say, like, we were joking about, like, oh my God, they're gonna do honors and a 10-card match or 10-match card, like we're gonna be there till 10:30.
Yeah.
But honestly, they started at 4:30, a little bit earlier, and they actually, like, they ran pretty smooth. They had a couple matches, then they had the first. They basically brought the podium into the ring. Brought out the person doing the introduction. So the first one I think was Lance Hoyt.
Yeah, he was first.
He was the first one going in. They had a couple of pre-show matches before that. Armani Sage started off the night in a pre-show match against Chaos Galvan. Chaos Galvan was making his debut at RCW, and also obviously his dad was going in later that night to honors. But Armani, being the sleazebag that he is, he did cheat and get a win. We had Jacob Toa, who I've had some good and bad back and forth with, depending on the day and the show and the venue we're at. But he was going against Alex Arsenal, and we were supporting him. Our seats at RCW, if you see us there, are right there, the last row, by the entrance. Yeah. And we started a chant for him, so he enjoyed that. And then Tommy, excited about this next part. Alex Arsenal brought his she's his valet in a lot of places. Finally made her RCW debut, Haley Danielle. So Tommy was excited about that.
Very much so. Very, very much so.
Toa actually had a chance to win until he got distracted by her, and then
fair.
He did put her hands on her, so we're like, okay, that was a little too far.
Yeah.
But Arsenal got the win on that one. What else do we have? So then we had Brock Ali versus Vin Parker, who is a young guy out of Dustin Rhodes' school. We've talked about him before. He's been at United a few times, I should say.
For those of you who follow Dustin Rhodes' school that closely, he was also used to be known as Slim 7. So.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then we had, so that was a few matches, and Lance Hoyt was the first one in. Then after Lance Hoyt's induction, we had the inaugural match for the women's RCW Tag Team Champions, newly minted belts. And it was supposed to be a rematch. We talked about this. It was supposed to be Fire and Fury rematching against Savage Dreams. But as we talked about last week, Ridley wound up having a medical emergency that she had to have surgery for, and so she's out for about 4 to 6 weeks. So they had to bring out a surprise, and they didn't tell us who was going to be a surprise partner for Denise, and it wound up being a returning Alejandra Quintanilla. And lo and behold, her and Denise pulled off the victory, and now Denise Day and Alejandra Quintanilla are the first ever women's tag team champions for RCW. So pretty cool on that road.
Pretty awesome, yeah.
A little bummed for Ridley because she had obviously the chance to win that, and if she would have won it with Denise, those would have been her first title. But we said when she comes back, she can go after Emmy because Emmy's held the Phoenix title for like 600 days, and we're getting tired of her. So
I believe Mike's personal bias is slipping in.
I'm sure someone else feels the same way.
I'm sure they do, but not to the level you do. Really?
Right. The next RCW after that was Steve James.
Yep.
Who got the fan award, which I think both of y'all have known for a little while there.
Oh yeah.
And then in a very disappointing match, Diego Rene against Casey for his Future Legends title, and in what became a theme throughout the night. Angel, I'm just messing with Emmy. It's just funny because she's the one I know the least. I don't really dislike her. again, due to shenanigans, that's a cheat. First of all, I will say this: Casey caught Diego with a Randy Orton style RKO from a dive. Diego went for a dive, and Casey popped up and hit him with an RKO, which should have won the match. J-Wave threw his cane in, and the ref stopped the count because a cane was in the ring. Wasn't being used. No one interfered. And I just want to say, Angel, we're going to block you now. I don't understand the refs being as distracted as they are from the dumbest things, and it really bothers me. But anyways, Diego won, unfortunately, and he is now...
Oh, the rest of ADD or something like that. I don't know. So.
Or something. The next match was the women's triple threat. So it was supposed to be 2 separate title matches. Shay... what's Shay's name?
Carmichael.
Carmichael. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, okay. I was like, what the hell? She wound up having to not be able to come. So it turned into a triple threat. The funny thing was they moved Emmy into the triple threat. And Callie was like, whoa, why is my title the one being defended, not hers? But it was for Callie's title. This was a strange one where toward the end, it was Emmy... It was Emmy, Calientita, and Tommy, who was Raylan.
Yep.
For some reason, Fire and Fury came back out and helped Callie, which was strange.
Very.
Fire, Fury, and Fuego? Is that what's going on?
That's what we thought too. Angel, we're blocking you again. But Callie kept her belt for now, so that happened. Next was the match we thought was going to steal the show and might have. Epidemus Jr. versus Jesse Funaki. Went to a 15-minute time limit draw. And then Logan Pettis, apparently being a heel, the crowd was obviously chanting 5 more minutes. The wrestler wanted 5 more minutes. And he was like, you want 5 more minutes? You're going to get it, but not here tonight. We were like, we hate you, Logan. Mm-hmm.
Online they talked. I talked about how they kept the show moving and everything, and Logan commented, "You're welcome." And I replied, "See, we could have had 5 more minutes though if you just ring the bell."
First of all, Sean, he did bring his honors award. I don't know where you were, buddy. He had it all night.
Yeah, I had it. I just
and Angel, if it's Fuego and Fury, then you've taken Nova out of the equation, so you don't like Nova apparently.
They're teaching Nova Spanish.
Yeah, we should have told you said that.
Nova, maybe that's why she can't go.
Wow,
it was a good joke. Come on, it was a good joke.
That was a decent joke. I think I'm just mad I didn't think of it first.
And then they also introduced the video the video production guy. Y'all know him. Josh Long, thank you. Sorry.
Josh Long, yes.
Who, as we told you, mentioned JC and Tina in his
by
speech.
name or just
by name. He said
because he was talking about all like the friendships and relationships that have been made through RCW, and he goes, Tina, JC, are they here? They have a kid or something like that.
Yeah.
No, he named them straight out, so that was really cool.
Hi, Josh. I'm sorry we couldn't be there, dude. It's yeah.
But that's what he was talking about. Just how much RCW is meant to people, like the relationships. The irony of Don Juan meeting his wife there, and then Don Juan getting you guys to meet. So that was really cool. And then Ben Galvan, also a little bit later, got inducted. And then the 2 last matches were the title match, which was, we found out earlier in the show, Marvel was defending against David Teen. So they went and did David Teen. They're like, you're going to lay down, right? And then you're back in the treats. And then for some dumb reason, Don Juan went back while they were on camera and the camera was being displayed to the crowd, told this to Marvel. He's like, he's going to lay down for us, and then we're going to kick him out anyways. And David Teen got to watch that, so Don Juan, idiot, is what I got out of that.
I thought about this. I think the reason that they probably did that, they probably thought that would air after the show because none of those videos.
No, Don Juan is dumb. I'm going to stick to my story. Okay?
That's also true. All
right, he's just dumb. So Teen did lay down and then kept kicking out, and he was like, "I'm sorry," and then he just went after him. Had him a couple times. Again, some J-Wave interference and a use of the cane and the other treats led to it. And then there's a video, if you go, I think Wrestling Tacos or one of them, as David Teen is leaving and getting a cheer from the crowd, Tommy stands and claps for him very clearly. So,
well, yeah, I'll give him props. He stood up. He stood up to him, and I'll give him props for that. We'll see what happens.
Angel Don Juan literally gave his plan out in front of the audience like a villain in a Bond movie.
Yeah.
So yes, DJ Dumb.
And real quick to her earlier comment about Fire and Fury. No, okay, but Fuego, Fire, and Fury is too long. No, it's not because I know Fuego means also fire, but Sahara also means desert, so it's called desert. So technically it'd be 2 fires and a Fury. So who cares? Sorry, I very seldom get to bring up how Sahara also means desert.
I love things like that because
English majors. Yeah,
there's several things like that where that happens.
Yeah.
So the last match was the tag team titles. It was the Von Erichs versus Hit and Jimmy House with Armani, who basically had a bunch of money to pay them.
I'm trying to figure out where it is, but
eventually they got tired of Armani. He interfered and backfired on him. The Von Erichs won, but then House and Hit were cool with the Von Erichs at the end, and Hit left Armani laying in the middle of the ring with a choke slam at the end, and he stayed there for quite a while.
Yeah, I think they had to eventually come pick him up because the show was ending. Oh, by the way, for those of you who if you watch it, and JC, you're gonna laugh at this. When Armani was interfering at the end, Jimmy House yelled at him, "You know what? I don't even have Cash App. The deal is off." And he shoved him. I don't think I could have laughed harder if I tried.
Should have asked for his Venmo then. Shit.
Yeah, he's like, you know what? I don't even have Cash App. The deal is off.
That's hilarious.
So no, it was a fun show overall.
And they really did keep it moving. By the time we got to the main event, we didn't even realize it was that. It
wound up only going till not even quite 8:30, I think, or something like that.
I think it ended right at 9.
This is good when you consider all the awards they handed out and everything, all the honors and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Between the large number of matches and the honors, it went a lot faster than I thought.
Yeah, by the time we realized it was the main event, which they announced the main event was going to be the tag titles. I think the day or two before, if I'm not mistaken. By the time we got there, we were like, "Holy crap!" It's like 8:30-ish when that started, and I think it ended right before 9. If I'm not mistaken, because Rudo meet and greets forever. They have.
I think it was done way before 9. If I don't, maybe because I got home a lot earlier than I thought. But anyway,
you know what? While you guys talking, I can actually figure out what time it ended because I called my family immediately after. You know what, Mike? You're 100% right. I was wrong. You were right because I didn't leave. When I left, I called my parents' house. I didn't call them till 9. You're absolutely right.
Right, and then you left at 8:15, but then it still took you 45 minutes to actually get out of there and stop talking to more people as you were leaving. So we might have been done by 7:30 if that's the fact.
I mean, I would call you up for calling me up, but since you're right, I can't say anything.
Yeah.
So.
No, but it was really funny at the very end of the show. After the show's ending, and everyone's going to talk and get autographs. He plays. It's what is the song? It's been a
See You Again.
And I was like, wait, what is this about?
I think it's because Armani was still laying in the ring. And by the way,
maybe that might have been what it is.
And hopefully, I hope that gets translated on camera some kind of way because I want to see what that looked like because that was hilarious.
Oh, and then one bad thing that did happen. Hey, Legacy, what's up? Poor Carolina.
Yeah.
Took a tumble down the stairs after one of the matches she was announcing. Her heel got caught.
Yeah.
And she wound up being okay. She toughed it out. A couple of us went over to go help her, make sure she was okay.
Yeah. But by the way, he's not going to give himself no credit. But shouts out to Mike, who moved like a champ. By the way, to make sure she was okay.
I mean, she's our friend, and it felt kind of bad because the way it caught, it kind of slow mode.
Yeah, it did.
So you saw it, and I was like, oh shit.
But bro, I'm just saying, how you move, bro, you
you just see it happening, you know you're not gonna get there in time, so she's
but I want to give Mike his props, man, because of course he was sitting right there on the aisleway, so he couldn't get there before any of us, but he moved like a champ, and Dude's a real friend, and give him his props, man.
And honestly, for both her and Eliana, that's always the thing at all the shows is like sometimes there's always someone at ringside to like help them down the steps because they're dressed to the nines, they're looking fabulous. They usually have heels on and dresses, and getting out of the ring is not easy. And she had done well most of the night, but she was a champ. She came back for her next match and announced it, and someone helped her in and out. But
and then she made she said at the end of the night, like, I conquered my enemy of RCW, the stairs.
She kicked the stairs a few times.
Yeah, I did joke with her. I said, okay, if you want to just have the biggest bump of the night, you'd have to like show up everybody else by taking the best bump of the night. So. Hey, Hollywood Terry. Wow, everybody's in the chat right now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Seriously.
All right. Well, RCW did announce their next show and their final show of the year is November 23rd.
Acceleration.
The Acceleration. Did they say it was at Good Shepherd again? Are they back there? Good Shepherd?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure the rest of them have been.
Yeah. Okay. And I was hoping to be able to attend, but that is the day we're heading to Galveston because we're going on a Disney cruise for a week. So, damn it. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. So, damn it.
Oh no! I have to go be in a good. I have to go to a Disney cruise. Oh no,
man!
Look, the only fear I've had of it is now that I have Crohn's. It's hard to hope that they have food that I can eat there. Obviously, Disney does that when they're on the mainland. Disney World, Disneyland have been very good about that. But obviously, you're at sea now, so I'm hoping they have options.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like a huge company like that, like they know. Like they've got stuff available, you would think.
Yeah, but it's also just who's sailing on it. If you've ever been on a cruise, at least with Royal Caribbean, they're very serious about if you had a cold, if you've been sick, they got to get checked. They don't want any diseases spreading on the ship, right? And then we're going to Mexico for a day, so it's like in the Yucatan, so it's like see how it goes. But I think I'm excited for. Honestly, for me, I'm excited for visiting the Mayan temple, the pyramid. That's the excursion we're going to do.
That's really cool.
It's a 2-hour drive from where port is in Progreso, but we're going to jump on a excursion bus to go do that, go see that. Something I've always wanted to see. That's and going to be able to get to do that.
Not the Nickelodeon one, right? Not the Hidden Temple?
No. I wish that was still around.
Silver Jaguars or...
Look, if there's ever shows I want them to bring back for my kids to appreciate, it would be Legends of the Hidden Temple and Nickelodeon Guts. If those two could just come back, it'd be fantastic.
Do you want to know a random thing about me about Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Sure.
What's that?
The temple guards, as a child, scared the crap out of me. I'm not even kidding. As a child, I liked the show. Temple guards messed me up. It's one of the things that you go back and look at now, and I was like, wow, this scared me once upon a time. What's wrong with me?
And nowadays, it's not the temple guards. It's the random robot cleaning the floors at QT when you go around there. That's pretty cool.
Man, follows you.
Yes.
It has a vendetta, man.
I know to look for it now, but there were 2 women when I was at QT earlier today that just freaked out when it just turned a corner. It was right there. So
it follows me.
Sean, I don't know if I can do that, but I'm pretty sure my son might be able to. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see, because one of the nights is Pirates Night, so we're planning for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah. All right. Well, that's for everything that took place this past weekend. Go ahead, Tommy. What's up?
For Marie's comment, Angel, Sam has to come back to acting first of all. And he is over that, bro.
I know it's never seen ever in wrestling, but this isn't wrestling. I don't think Sam's ever.
I think Jeanette McCurdy is done with acting altogether.
What the heck was the Nick reference? Nick reference.
No,
never mind. Okay, yeah. I thought that was like a full name. I was like, Nick reference.
Look, Jeanette McCurdy was a fantastic actress.
She was.
I love the Sam character. Loved it on iCarly. I didn't watch it a whole lot in Sam and Cat, but I think that's the one thing that was missing from the iCarly reboot was getting to see where Sam would be right now. But for good reason, having heard the stories of Jeanette McCurdy's life, I think she's comfortable in life where she is now, and thank God for it. Because
I've heard of her story. I know what iCarly is. I've never watched it.
I'll put it this way: her Jeanette McCurdy's autobiography is "I'm glad my mom is dead." And
that I know. I've heard that.
It's like, but when you,
I don't know about iCarly. Like I don't. I know what it is. I've never seen it.
I would say, just for me, I thought it was an entertaining show. It was just funny. And the
I watched,
reboot,
I watched it religiously. I was obsessed. I loved it.
the reboot was really good too because she's grown up now. They tackle a lot of like adult issues and stuff too, which is pretty cool. So
is that like Veronica Mack when she? No. Was it Veronica? No,
Veronica Mars.
Mars. There you go.
Yeah, I think that's what you're thinking of. Yeah. So, all right, on to what's happening this weekend, and we're starting with another independent show, United 210 Total Elimination. This Friday, back at the War Pit. But do you guys have the card in front of you? I don't know if they've kind of laid it out. Obviously, I don't know if any of the matches that they had slated for a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, they got rained out at the brewery. Have they moved those onto this card, or
no? So the thing is, they're having their 30-man rumble here. So I don't think there's a lot of extra matches. There's a 30-person rumble. There is a women's title match, which is Callie versus Ash. There is a men's title match, which is Casey versus Buzzsaw Samuels.
Oh.
And this goes back to Buzzsaw. He told the story at the last show, or it was on a video online, where I don't know if you remember hearing he had some sort of injury at a show and wound up having to have like brain surgery or some sort of serious like thing.
Wow.
And in the interview or in the little video, he said that Stash promised him a title shot when he recovered and came back. And then he recovered and came back and never got one. So he's got his title match against Casey. Those are the only singles matches I've seen announced outside of the 30-person Rumble. I have a feeling there's going to be a few more, but I haven't seen them unless Tommy's seen them. I don't know. But they're announcing a bunch of the names for the Rumble. So
yeah, no, I haven't really seen much as far as the show either.
Angel Casey and Buzzsaw Samuel are your favorites. That's pretty cool. Just respect.
Yeah. Just persons in the Rumble. Hold on. Did you mention this with the Rob Love and Hit?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I just saw this.
So at the last show, it was Hit versus Rob Love in the finals of the U.S. title match. Hit won. They're having a rematch. Rob Love apparently a little frustrated that Texas Kingdom has taken some losses lately. He's apparently putting his career on the line if he can't beat Hit and get the title. So
interesting.
That seemed drastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'd hate to see the Texas Kingdom lose one of its main two members.
Interesting. I wonder how they're going to work that in. So
we'll see.
Yep. Go ahead. Sorry.
They're having. You said Kid and Callie, right?
And our Kid Ash. Yeah. That's the women's title match.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm tripping.
But back at the War Pit, guys. Friday night.
So far, the entrants they've announced are what? Just Don Juan, Diego. Have they announced more?
No, they have. I
know that
Don Juan, Diego, Hit, House, Jimmy House. I think Rob and Stash are in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've. I want to say they've at least announced like 10 or 12. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head. But it's a 30-person Rumble, so expect some people you haven't seen. I kind of wonder if some of the people that used to be at the Yard out of Dallas are coming back. If like 25 of those are going to be Camachos, so we'll see. Happens.
Well, no. That's going to be the pre-show, the Camacho Rumble. So
Oh, that's a separate one. Okay.
Yeah, one Camacho to rule them all, and it'll probably be Emmy.
Or Angel.
The Man Meat Rumble. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Well, United 210 Total Elimination Friday, September 19th. At 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Doors are opening at 6:30. Bring your own chair. Bring some bug spray. I don't know how it is out there. Get some water, stay hydrated. I know the sun's going to be setting around the time that the show starts. It is at the War Pit, 14524 US 281 South. What is the entry fee? $10?
Yeah, $10.
$10. 12 and under are free. You can also pay via Cash App. And bring your own chair, bring your own beer too. There'll be some food vendors as well.
Yeah. Sean does bring up a quick thing. I forgot about this because it's kind of like a show in conjunction. There's some sort of haunted house wrestling thing at Hybrid Saturday at Ratama.
Okay.
Check the social medias for that one.
Yeah.
So
Now, FYI, if you're heading out to the show at the War Pit, it is Friday night. It is Texas. You know, high school football is going to be some traffic, and there's going to be a lot on it right there off of 281. Whether people are trying to get to Southside for a game or to Harlandale Memorial Stadium for a Harlandale High School game. I'm pretty sure Harlandale's playing on Friday because McCollum's playing on Thursday. So plan accordingly. Plan to get down there early so you're not stuck in traffic. And depending on when this show ends, you might be hitting a little bit of that high school football traffic getting out of there.
Yep.
So just plan accordingly to that. It is fall in Texas. You know, it's football season, so just be aware of that as well. So,
you know, when it gets cold by the time the playoffs get here.
yeah. All right. And now, AEW All Out. Did we get something in the chat that I missed here?
No, just Burnsy. Just
Okay. A show that has been in the works for some time, moved up a little earlier in the day, and it's definitely going to be that show that's like, hey, WWE, follow that kind of attitude to it. So, but it is a stacked card, and there's a lot to talk about, a lot to predict. We don't need to pick this one, but yeah, the pre-show is going to have Harley Cameron, Mina Shirakawa, Queen Amanita, and Willow Nightingale taking on Divine Vanity and the Triangle of Madness, which, by the way, is Megan Bain and Penelope Ford, along with Julia Hart and Sky Blue. So,
Nice.
8-woman tornado tailgate brawl, which by tornado means they're all going to be in the ring the whole time. So there's no tagging in or out. Just let it fly. So, but on to the matches we're going to pick. There's 10 matches on the main card, and we're going to start with Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. I'm surprised they haven't thought of a tag team name for themselves. Or Cope and Cage, at one
time when he wanted because he wanted the match Cope Cage.
Yeah,
like he was stuck on calling himself Cope for a while, and it just doesn't work.
It's just stop making it happen. It's not going to happen, right? They're taking on FTR in just a straight up tag match. Tommy, where do you think this one's going to go?
Okay, it can go two ways because, and I really haven't think about it. They could either go for the nostalgia of having Cope and Cage win their first match back together. Well, not the first, but their first major feud back together, and then have FTR just beat them up afterwards and continue the feud, or they can have FTR steal the win some kind of way, and then continue the feud that way. Mm-hmm. I think I just took myself into the latter, so I'm gonna say FTR. So,
all right, Mike, what about you?
I'm going to go Cope and Cage.
Yeah, I'm cool if I'm wrong.
As am I. They're teaming in their home country. It would suck if they lost this one, so I'm going with Cope and Cage on this.
Cope the Cage.
Cope the Cage. Yeah, let us know your predictions as well as we go through these.
Against the Machine? I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Um.
Trios match. The Hurt Syndicate takes on Ricochet, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona. Is that another Tongan person?
It's always been his Khan's partner.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm just trying to think if he ever goes to WWE, which Loa is he going to be called now? You know,
yes.
You had a Talaloa, Tongaloa.
They had Talaloa, so it'll be like medium
Talaloa is the laziest.
I know.
Most obvious. You want to talk about low hanging fruit of a joke? Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So MJF.
I mean,
well, Mike, who do you have winning this one?
You know what? I want to see Khan and Loa Toa get a win here. Hurt Syndicate's basically been beating up everyone because they're Bobby and Shelton, but I want to see them get a win and then eventually take the titles off Hurt Syndicate. So,
all right, I'm gonna say Hurt Syndicate right now. I feel like this where it stacks, although this could be, like you said, come be like a proving ground kind of match, right? Where they get a rematch of the titles. Tommy, what about you?
I will go. Man, I'm torn. I'll also go Hurt Syndicate because I really don't know where we're gonna go with this one.
Okay. All right. Now, Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill, who some of y'all may know as Big Cass, Colin Cassidy.
Can't teach
that right. But I'm still going with Eddie Kingston on this one. So, Mike, Tommy, what about you?
Oh, there's no way I'm not going Eddie Kingston. This is the first match back. that New York anger that's been building up, and now it's like old man built up anger too, because he's got gray in his beard. So it's like old man anger on top of New York anger. He's just gonna punch like random people, like
Mhm.
he may or may not, may or may not hit the ref. You never know. So
All right. And Mike, what about you?
I'm gonna go with Eddie Kingston,
Okay,
especially on his comeback.
for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting some updates here on some of these matches that had to be determined people listed.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I saw some too. So.
Yeah, so I'm kind of writing these down here. Let's move into one that, oh God, this is going to be insane. A coffin match, Jon Moxley against Darby Allin.
man,
Speaking of comeback matches, because, yeah, fresh off the climb to Mount Everest, put me Darby Allin on this one too, man. I really hope so.
my probably my favorite wrestling joke of the year will always be that he coffin dropped off of Mount Everest and landed at All In. I'll never
believe
not
it.
find that joke funny.
I believe it. So, but coming full circle now, he's going to coffin drop Moxley into a coffin and close the coffin. So that's where I'm going with this one. Tommy, what about you?
Oh yeah, I'm going Darby Allin. I feel like he's been like the thorn in the side of the of them for a while. So yeah, that's where I'm going with that.
And Mike.
I'm gonna go with Darby Allin.
Mm-hmm. It's not often you see Moxley look scared on TV, but he kind of does what Psycho Darby is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tables and thumbtacks match, MJF against Mark Briscoe. Mike, where do you see this one going?
As much as I love Mark Briscoe, it's hard to see MJF not pulling this out somehow. So I'm gonna go with MJF. Begrudgingly, no.
All right, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go MJF too. Like I feel like Mark should get his shine at some point, but I also feel like he's kind of like how he's always been when it comes to this, to wrestling. He is more concerned with making sure that the show goes off well. Like what I mean by that is that he's such a guy who sacrifices his own push to make sure, like MJF is the star, right? So he doesn't mind playing like the guy who helps get him over. Because Mark is that selfless. Because like Jay was like that. The Briscoes have always been like that. If it means
Right.
the show's better, they don't mind losing. But I would like to see him win, and I hope we're wrong. But yeah, I see MJF winning.
Yeah, same for me. It never fails with some of these gimmick matches. First of all, MJF's going to go through something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, I think MJF's.
But if nothing else, what I will say is this: everyone who has ever thought Mark Briscoe can't cut a promo, you ain't been watching the past year of him talking about MJF because I forget which one it was. I think it was the one where he said you invoked the name of my brother, something like that. I was like, look, I know this is a wrestling storyline, but I feel like that was like how Mark feels when people talk about Jay and like not in the positive. So
yeah. All right, TBS Championship, Mercedes Moné versus Riho. I think we're all in agreement. We're all picking Mercedes until she loses. You guys agree with that? I mean, yeah. Here we go. What do you got?
Wouldn't it be the shock of the year if
It would
out
be.
of nowhere Rio beat her?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first AEW Women's Champion to come back in and beat.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm freaking Riho. I am confident. Look, I'm confident I'm wrong. I'm okay with that. But I'm picking Riho.
Yeah, we're confident you're wrong too, and we're okay with that as well. Unified Championship is a 3-way match. Okada defending against Takeshita and, just announced today, Máscara Dorada. So,
snap.
Yeah. 3-way, just like a triple threat rules, basically. One fall to a finish, or gets the pinfall win. So, Tommy, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Okada to keep it. If it was 1-on-1, I would say Takeshita, but but they're clearly building up something with those two, so I'm gonna say Okada for now.
Okay.
Plus, Takeshi still has the IWGP World Title shot in his back pocket. So
I was about to ask. He ended up winning the G1, right?
yeah, he did.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Beat
Okay.
Evil in the finals. They're probably one of Evil's best matches in a while.
Okay. I'm going with Okada as well. Probably not getting the pin on Takeshita because they're going to be saving that for later on down the road, I'm pretty sure. Mike, what about you?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say if you got to go against Wrestlepalooza, you got to pull out the big shockers. So I'm going to go Takeshita. I'm going to go Dorado. No, I'm just kidding.
Yo, if
Well,
Dorado
then
ends up winning this, bro, I will like.
That'd be
bro,
wild.
I would actually give AEW so many props for being brave enough to have that be a thing. Like, you know what? Screw it. That's awesome. Because I don't think Dorada's a bad wrestler at all. So.
No, but he doesn't have like the, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just like if they did that, I was like, okay, cool.
All right. Now going into our live stream of this show, Dynamite was wrapping up, and it was still up in the air what was going to be taking place as far as for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We had originally seen Brodito is defending it against the Young Bucks and 2 other teams to be announced. Well, those 2 other teams are Jet Speed and the Don Callis family, and it is now a ladder match, a 4-way ladder match for the Tag Team Championships. Mike, who do you think is winning this one?
After all that, I'm going to stick with Brodito. I just like him.
All right. Second question: do they have the Young Bucks come out again with their government names? Because that was hilarious.
No, they come out as Slick Nick and Instant Replay again because let me tell you that I legitimately forgot about that time in their careers because like that was so long ago when I saw clips of them with those names. When that showed up on screen, I was like, "What is that?" Like, oh my god, that was their name once upon a time.
Yeah. I'm with Mike. Brodito to retain even in a ladder match, but this is going to be pretty insane, I'm sure. Tommy, what about you?
Brodito. I like them. Plus, I really do love how they're not as random as people think they are. Like they legitimately are like friends and like like there's like, hey, we should be a tag team. They're like, sure. And Tony Khan was like, knock yourselves out.
Yeah. All right. 4-way match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Timeless Tony Storm defends against Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Thekla. Excuse me. Who's Young Bucks? Who are they? The Jobbers. Fantastic. Mike. Well, is this another one where we say keep it on picking Tony Storm until someone beats her? Because she's getting in that territory. I really thought Athena would be the one to take it, but no. Mike, what do you got?
I'm going to go out on a limb and go with Chris Statlander.
Okay.
I like what they've been doing with her. Plus, she can pin one of the other 2. It's not an elimination, you said, right? It's just a straight fatal 4?
Yeah, that's right. I understand. It's just 4-way match, so that's not elimination.
So she can pin one of the other 2, and Tony doesn't have to take the loss. I'm going to go on a limb.
Okay. Tommy?
Nah, I'm sticking with Tony Storm. For this one, at least.
As am I as well. So, and finally, the AEW Championship. Hangman Adam Page defends against Kyle Fletcher. Now, there are some stipulations on this. If any member of the Don Callis family interferes in this match, Fletcher will be disqualified and stripped of his TNT Championship that he currently holds.
Which I like that because I legitimately I'm looking forward to this match. I'm not even trying to say like hyperbole or jokingly. Like, no, I think this could be like a banger of a match, and I'm glad that they're going to keep it in a way that it keeps it 1-on-1. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to it.
Well, that being said, Tommy, who are you picking?
I'm picking Page, but I feel like this will be Kyle Fletcher's real like he gets to show out on this one. He gets to show what he can do. Let me rephrase that. He gets to show what he can do on a main event pay-per-view level. Because we've already seen what he can do. But this is basically going to be like, hey, I remember last year when he was getting his world title shot, and like next year when he wins it, because next year or the year after when he wins it, so because he's going to win it one day.
All right, Mike, who are you picking?
I'm gonna go with Adam Page. Again, like I said, I like Fletcher, but I don't think it's quite his time to go and take the big title. So,
I'm going Adam Page as well, especially so soon after winning it. This is obviously straight up too. Yeah, so I'm interested to see if any sort of person that's not technically in the Don Callis family will try to interfere on Fletcher's behalf and see how they spin that as well too.
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think
Callis
about
could
that.
pay off somebody, you know.
Also, Angel, we don't need you to repeat Tony Storm promos, please. That's not.
Yeah, please don't do that. Because first of all, Tony Storm just be saying anything.
Yeah.
She says stuff that even I don't think I can repeat. So.
It's hilarious the stuff that comes out of her mouth though. It's pretty funny. All right, AEW All Out is this Saturday, September 20th, 2 p.m. Central Time. I believe the pre-show starts an hour before, 2 hours. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure 1 p.m. Central Time. Taking place at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, home of the Toronto Raptors. You can watch it on Triller TV or Amazon Prime for $50. And for the first time, this is the first AEW pay-per-view you can watch on HBO Max, just $40. Obviously, you have to be a subscriber to HBO Max, and you just have to pay $40 to be able to watch it then as well. So, yeah, $10 cheaper because you're already paying for HBO Max when it comes to that one. But when you think about it, you're already paying for Prime. You know?
Angel, we didn't say you couldn't watch the promos. We said don't repeat them. Back to us anyway.
Yeah. Just don't quote them in the chat.
Yeah.
That's all good. All right. And from there, we move into WWE Wrestlepalooza.
All right, who's ready for the 1 minute war?
Can we? Can we? Is that an option? Can we just not talk about this and just go to the?
Well, my son and my wife submitted picks for this one because
okay,
no, that's right.
Okay,
yeah,
we can do it. But
we know the pick they care about. Let's
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's the pick we all care about, but we'll go in order here.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's called Wrestlepalooza, right?
Right.
5 matches again. The Palooza. I
don't know.
5 matches.
I mean, Worlds Collide even had 6 matches when you think about it. So just.
So even the company that they bought has better wrestling, more wrestling than they do.
I mean, I don't know. I guess you could say that. So. Yeah, 5 matches should be more.
But okay.
Yeah. Well, some of these I could see these running for a long time. Some of these matches, and we're going to start with.
Really? There's one on there that I cannot see going. I would not see going past 10 minutes.
Cena Lesnar.
I don't see that going past no 10 minutes.
Yeah.
There's one on there I wish wasn't on there at all. But
Cena Lesnar.
It's the same one. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
Gotcha.
they don't.
Yeah.
Angel, thank you. That's exactly what I'm trying to point out. Thank you.
We'll start with the Usos taking on the Vision, the team of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Tina and Joaquin both picked the Usos. I'm going with the Usos as well because it would be such crap for you to reunite them for them to lose their first freaking tag team match. So that's where I'm going. Tommy, what about you?
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna go the Vision. Honestly,
Okay.
I feel like that's what they're building up for.
All right, and Mike.
I'm going to go with the Usos, but I think there's going to be some interference from a few different people. One being LA Knight. But then also, I think what actually might turn the tide is a Jacob Fatu helping out the Usos.
Oh, I didn't think about that. You're right. Yep.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably wrong. Okay.
Just an idea.
I should probably change my pick, but that's all right.
All right. John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Getting this one out of the way, right? Tina is picking Cena, and Joaquin is picking Lesnar to win this one. Yeah. So, what? I don't know if Mike is going to submit a pick, but Tommy, where are you going to go with this one?
Oh, I don't care. I mean, you know what? Cena. Because, first of all, Lesnar shouldn't be in this. Secondly, Cena should win it if he's going to be. So I'm going to go Cena.
I'm going to go Cena as well. Yeah, on the way out. So, yeah. All right, Mike, you can come back now. So, how are you? Technical issues? You good?
Yeah, no, it was my microphone camera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
My microphone camera connection internet.
The dial-up just was not dialing.
It
was dialing down.
Should I just write like double count out for you or something on that match?
No comment.
No comment. Gotcha.
Don't give a fuck.
All right.
Either one.
Well, to the match everyone does give a fuck about. CM Punk and AJ Lee
Yes.
I'll be shocked
taking on Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. I wouldn't doubt it. I would hope so.
What did you say? Say it again.
Huh?
A main event.
Main event.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, I would think so.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't the main event, honestly.
Yeah. Although it's also a title match and it's Cody, so.
But there hasn't been a lot of hype around that. I mean, what if Cody
I
just opens the
agree.
show,
I
you know?
agree.
I mean, yeah.
So. But I could see it. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it is, but it's also WWE, so we'll see.
All right. Well, Tina, Joaquin are picking Punk and AJ Lee. I'm going AJ Lee. I assume you are in Punk. Are you? I'm assuming you guys are going
You're
Punk.
like, I don't care about Punk. I'm going.
I mean, let's shit. At this point, Punk doesn't even care that he's not really mentioned. He's coming out to AJ Lee's music as well, which, by the way, the promo was fantastic on Monday. Thanks for reading my book. I did not read yours. A fantastic line. So
hilarious.
Yeah. I'm assuming everyone's going Punk and AJ on this one.
Punk and AJ.
Yeah. So, then my next question is, does this propel AJ Lee with a victory, especially if she does end up pinning Becky? Does she then use this to springboard into an Intercontinental Championship match, Becky Lynch?
Why not?
Probably.
I say yes. I mean, and I don't mean this as an insult. Like, obviously, Becky is amazing. The character she's changed, and I guess kind of giving relevancy to the IC title, but she doesn't need it, you know?
Yeah.
And it would be a huge, great thing for AJ Lee to come back, you know, win a title like this and kind of carry it for a little bit, you know, kind of remind people what she's capable of. So 100% I'm with that.
Cool. Very cool. I'm curious to see where they put AJ into this and if she starts to work her way into the main event picture. I don't know how long her contract is. I've heard it's pretty lucrative, though.
Yeah,
so.
I heard it's a couple of years, honestly, which is interesting. So
yeah.
And you know why that is because she's waiting to wrestle Naomi, who I don't know if you saw her tweets. She said it was the Friday that she said if Naomi comes, if AJ,
because everyone was so happy about AJ coming back. And
yeah, but no, she said if she comes back while I'm out, I'm gonna lose my shit. And she did, and then she said, and then she put like I think she put I'm losing my shit. And then she said Big Jim is sleeping outside tonight.
Oh, you missed the one where she's also like, she's something to the effect of like, man, if I was still in the locker room, I wouldn't have let her in or something like that. Like,
that I missed that one. That's
yeah,
yeah, but yeah, no.
Sorry, I lost that in between the MJF and Andrade tweets that were back and forth. I don't know if you guys saw those.
Bruh. Man, look.
Look, can we just get MJF for one time on Wild and Out in character? I would love to see what he would do on a show like that.
No, because here's why. Half the cast would quit. Because as brutal as 85 South are, MJF is like that, and here's the worst part. He won't use one like racist. He'll be like just tell them about themselves, and everybody will leave crying.
Yeah,
it'll be like the Azalea Banks thing, but in reverse.
It's like I don't want to see it just one time.
But no lie, I do want to see MJF and DC Young Fly going at each other. I would.
Oh, it'd be fantastic! It would be fantastic for sure. So,
DJ D-Rep, would you please cut the beat, sir?
Yeah. All right. Women's World Championship currently vacant, being filled by either Io Sky or Stephanie Vaquer. Tina and Joaquin are both picking Stephanie Vaquer to win this one. Tommy, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going Vaquer.
Okay. Mike?
Same. I mean, another one that, like, now's the time that the situation just happened to line up with Naomi, you know, getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Put it on Vaquer. I mean, she's her next star if she's not already one. So, you know, just go ahead and get it started.
Same for me, but don't be surprised if this one steals the show. This one's kind of flying under the radar with everything, but this one could very easily be a highlight that people talk about for sure. So,
is Booker T going to be on announcing, or
just for this one?
You saw what happened at the NXT homecoming. So,
all right, and then finally, WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes defends against Drew McIntyre. Tina, Joaquin, myself going Cody. I'm assuming you guys are going Cody as well.
Yeah. There's no way he's gonna lose it that fast.
No.
I mean, he's Guile for God's sake.
Yeah. Tina, by the way, he said, "quote Cody because Drew's boring." That's literally what she said. I had to write that quote down.
Does she listen to him or watch the things he says?
Does, but I mean, there's just some things she has her own taste, and yeah, you know, so.
That man is a walking menace.
Yeah.
Yes. Of of course, the thing with Cody is I hope he gets his Belgian accent ready to do Captain Guile, because that's the only
The
Guile
Super American.
That's it. That's the only Guile I acknowledge. I'm kidding.
No, I love that, dude.
No, that's like my favorite. That's like my favorite thing about the Street Fighter. I think I've said it a number of times before, but like, so yeah, no, but like, but no, the Captain Guile's not going to lose to who I'm assuming could play M. Bison.
Yeah.
Yo, Drew McIntyre's M. Bison would actually be pretty fire. Hold on, that's actually a good idea.
Actually, the one question I have about this movie is how good is Blanca going to look? Because I was a little.
Is it going to be CG? Is it going to be? Yeah,
right. Because I was a little disappointed in the '90s movie, although that added to the kind of bad hilarity of
I was gonna say there's so much about the '90s movie that yes, in retrospect and in comparison to the lore, is bad, but it made the movie perfect.
Yeah, no.
So bad it was good, right? You know,
Yeah.
so
Little skinny Blanca.
Yeah.
same as the first Mortal Kombat movie. It was so
yeah,
it was bad it was good. You know, so
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know what you're talking about. The first Mortal Kombat movie was perfect in every way, shape, or form. Annihilation was so bad it was perfect.
Wow.
yeah, that was a Mortal Kombat cameo.
Yeah.
That's really what it was when you think about it. Although the most recent Mortal Kombat movie was really good. I'm kind of looking forward to the
Hey,
second
Mom,
one.
can we get Mortal Kombat 2? We have Mortal Kombat 2 at home.
Yeah.
Annihilation.
Yeah.
Good joke. Perfect. No notes.
Yeah. All right. Well, Wrestlepalooza is Saturday, September 20th, 6 p.m. Central Time. Pre-show at starting at 5. Although I think the ESPN broadcast starts at 4 o'clock. From the Game Bridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana, home to the Indiana Pacers. You can watch it on ESPN if you are a subscriber to the ESPN Unlimited plan, or if your TV provider gets you into that. Which, by the way, as I understand it, if you are subscribed through DirecTV, Fubo TV, Hulu with Live TV, Spectrum, or Verizon Fios, as of now, those are the only ones that get you already. If you're signed up for those, you're already an ESPN Unlimited subscriber. ESPN Unlimited is basically ESPN Plus and all the ESPN channels. ESPN Plus is now known as ESPN Select, so it's just the ESPN service. So, but you have to be a subscriber to the Unlimited plan to be able to watch Wrestlepalooza. That's how I understand it. Normally, the ESPN app or the ESPN sign up for the Unlimited plan is $29.99 a month. They are right now offering a bundle for the first 12 months. You get Disney Plus, Hulu, and the ESPN Unlimited plan for that $30 price tag for 12 months, and then it'll go to the regular price tag after that. So that is how it's set up right now. I, as a subscriber to Fubo, already got access. I know that. I know, Mike, you looked it up through YouTube TV, and it's not there. So I don't know how you're planning to watch or what you're going to, so.
The same way I watched Worlds Collide and many other things. I'm not.
TikTok highlights. Yeah.
I'll pretend like I know what I'm talking about, like I've done for the last, what are we at? 300 and about 40 shows, because I missed about the first 16.
And Mike, you think you can't be a writer? It's all about pretending you know what you're doing.
Dude, I teased Worlds Collide. I don't even remember what matches were all there. I don't remember all 6 matches off the top of my head. I teased that. So when you've watched wrestling for 40 years, essentially, yeah, you do pretty well.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this impacts where WWE goes forward, or ESPN, on the price point of this. Excuse me. How many people subscribe? How many people are going to stream Wrestlepalooza as it's happening live? How many are going to watch it afterward? It's going to be very interesting to see the statistics on this when they come out. And that, obviously, especially since they've garnered AJ Lee's in-ring return, this is kind of a big deal. Obviously, it's been 10 freaking years. But I'm curious to see what changes they might potentially do, or adjustments, or how they're going to figure that out as well. Because for people that don't have ESPN or complete cord cutters, it's hard to justify a $30 a month price tag, which, to be completely honest with you, though, if WWE Network had debuted at $30 a month, I would have paid it then. That was still a better deal than the whole, what was it?
Pay-per-views.
Yeah, because I was buying 5 pay-per-views a year times 50, $250 plus the $20 because WrestleMania was always $20 more expensive. You're spending almost $300,
To me, it's worth it if you're that big a sports fan.
You're right.
But if you're just watching for the wrestling, it's borderline not worth it.
That's why I wish
Not
they offered it on
borderline.
the select, right? You know, I think the select. I forget the price tag on the select subscription, which I want to say was like $14.99. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't have it in front of me. But my thought was like, hey, at least put WWE on that, because there's people that would just want to watch WWE on the select, which is basically essentially ESPN Plus. They don't want to subscribe to all the other channels. They want to be jumping in on
Yeah,
that.
but they want to make as much money and gouge you for as much as they can.
I know, but shit, you put that on there, you get like freaking all the ESPN Ocho shit is on ESPN Plus, for crying out loud. You know, you can watch kickball, dodgeball.
I love you, JC. I think a
Yeah.
lot less people like the Ocho than you think.
Oh, I think you're wrong. Yeah, Ocho is a thing.
I'm not saying it's not a thing. I'm saying we're old, and I don't think as many
Yeah.
people remember the Ocho as you think.
Well, it is a fantastic thing, so I will say that. I look forward to the Ocho Day every year, and it's awesome. So, all right. With that, we'll move into our 1 minute warning segment here. Mike, do you have something this week?
Yep.
All right. Let me get this thing loaded. Pause.
No, it doesn't yell at me anymore.
No, I fixed that before you got in. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. Once again, I want to shout out the first ever RCW Women's Tag Team Champions, Denise Day and Alejandra Quintanilla, wearing her new shirt, by the way, that I got Sunday. I ordered it from her online last week, and she was like, "Oh, I don't know when I'll be back in San Antonio," and then she totally showed up there. But that was cool. Also, I do again want to send best wishes and hope you. I mean, she will be getting better soon. She should be back in about another month. But Ridley, who I know showed up at Hybrid to support and then was there at RCW, and I know it's killing her not to be in the ring. So shout out to you. If you follow my stories, I shared a story yesterday. I used the Pablo Escobar waiting meme. So I was like, yeah, waiting for her to be cleared for in-ring action again. So shout out. So again, RCW was a great night. Had a bunch of fun stuff going on there. Disappointed that Lance Hoyt didn't chokeslam Tommy through a table.
Next time.
He was very calm and very professional. No Murder Hawk. I was a little disappointed.
Well,
But-
if you saw his wife, that's probably why.
Wow, that's fair.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah. So shout out to that RCW fun night. Looking forward to United 210 on Friday.
It's just to see where they go with this GCWA feud. They're working with Hybrid too as well.
Oh yeah,
So,
that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the
The
kids.
jumping of Ben Galvan.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I do got to throw this up there.
That's too funny.
Wow.
Do you remember or have you heard of the movie Bucky Larson?
I don't think I have, no. So,
Okay.
yeah.
It's got Christina Ricci in it, so bonus there.
I have to go watch it then, or at least find it. So, yeah. All right, Tom, you got something this week?
Yeah.
All right. Go for it, sir.
Mine's kind of bittersweet, but first I'll start off with shouts out to the RCW Honor members. It's funny how like everyone who's in RCW are people I've known for years and years, especially my friend Steve James, who I honestly thought was going to go in long before I ever did. And it's cool to share that honor with him because he absolutely deserves it for sure. And apparently we did start going to RCW at the same time. I thought he was there before me, but no, his first show was also, he said, the Amazing Red show. So that was both our first show. But also to the guys at More Phenomenal Expo, Kaiju Matsuri, they announced was their last show. It's been a lot of work for them for years, and like they called that as their last show. And and you know, I don't know if it's a never say never thing, but it sounds like it's pretty much a done deal that they're good, you know. But if that was their last show, hell of a note to go out on. So many stars were there. It was and on a personal level and a professional one, honestly. Working with them has been a dream. Because things are a little chaotic sometimes. You know, at the convention, everything between the venue and who's there, who's going to host this and host what, and everything. But they've never not been accommodating in some way. Like there was a panel I thought I was going to do. I won't say which one. Or at another event. It's a couple of their events. I didn't do it, but they would vouch for me for interviews. They would say, "Hey, we got this guy we work with. He wants to do an interview." They would vouch for me. They would give me access. They would do all this great stuff, and they were always respectful, always kind, always approachable. and I just really appreciate it. So to them, and I have to say this, Red Ranger Truck, because he's gonna get on my nerves if I don't bring up Red Ranger Truck. The Muffin and all the guys, they are a great group. I'm going to miss getting to work with them and see them on a even a semi-annual basis. But yeah, shouts out to them, and just thanks for everything, guys. You guys really did a lot for the fan community, and you should be proud of yourselves. If that was your last show, that was a hell of a legacy to leave behind.
All right. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, now the part of the show I know you guys have been so looking forward to.
The moment we've been waiting for.
Yes, and I'm going to set this up to make sure we can all hear it. Oh God, I hope.
Oh, I can hear it that time.
Yeah, but I think I can't flip it. Can I? No.
We can watch like this.
Yeah, you might have to turn your head sideways to see this because it's not gonna. Yeah, but I was trying to do it this way.
Pop my neck.
Yeah, I know. So, all right. Well, here we go, guys. Enjoy a 8-year-old's wrestling book by him. So
Better than Vince Russo.
yeah.
To see who will win a fatal 4-way match.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ding, ding, ding. Pairs of 2 going after each other. A suplex onto the jackhammer. And also, he throws him right onto the steel chair.
Shut up, wrestling
Both
shop.
copy the other. No, the lights. Oh my God! Remember this match. Tombstone. Pile driver right onto Roman. Oh wait, the lights. He's attacking Kane.
It's Claudio.
Going after Big E. Oh my God. No, not the lights. Again. Now he's going back after the other. Onto the chair.
Oh, is that Mojo?
Oh my God, the lights keep going out. And there's a reason why.
Someone didn't pay the bill.
Really, why is so many people coming out in this match? God. Oh my God, again with the lights. Oh my God. Really? Really again? Nobody went after Roman. And now he's attacking Big E. Now he gets Shinsuke over. Samoa drop onto the chair. He's gonna hit it again. Wait, I recognize that hand. Oh my God, he's back! Wait, does this mean it was him? It probably does. Stop. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. And
Can you remember the title?
he is the winner of a fatal 4-way match. Seth freaking Rollins. They're shaking hands.
Boston
And of
Gold.
course that happens. Holy heavens!
What's
And
going on?
there goes Seth Rollins.
Oh my God.
Yo,
How has he already got smart enough to parody wrestling and himself here?
yo.
Wow.
Oh my God, the lights are
What's
going
up
up.
with
Like,
the lights? Yeah.
Look, if that happened in a real show, people would be pissed off. Who did not pay the goddamn
the
electric bill?
actual frustration in his voice. Yo,
Yes.
you have a mini actor on your hands because he actually sounded annoyed.
Like, who's doing this?
And he is the winner.
It's like he couldn't remember if it was still or new.
Yeah, he couldn't remember.
Okay,
Oh my
and
God.
For the record, I understand his frustration because just like a writer, my characters don't do what I tell them to either, and I'm always asking who the hell keeps turning off the damn lights. So,
Tommy,
yeah,
we're totally stealing that. We'll give him credit at the worst show ever.
yes,
We're
Yeah.
doing a match where the lights go out 30 times. People just keep coming in.
I just thought of
It's like, have you ever seen that play, the play where everything goes wrong, like
Yes.
the stage falls?
Yeah.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Okay.
And if that happened in real life, Kane would be pissed off everyone stealing his gimmick.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it Canada City WrestleCast presents the worst lucky show ever. Holy Heaven. That's what we're calling it.
Holy heaven, those show where everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
Dude,
And everyone has something goes wrong. The crowd has to yell "Holy Heaven."
I'm gonna let you know right now. I think that was part 6. Yeah. So right now he's recorded 7 matches. That's the 6th one that we've seen on here. He's gonna be working on more right now. I've already told him I don't ever want to know what's going on, but I told him when we get into January, I need you to book a Royal Rumble style match with all the wrestling figures that you have. So we'll see what goes on from there.
I would also like to point out that your son books more matches than a show literally called Wrestlepalooza.
Not a lie.
And look. At this point, I'll just say, and at this point, the quality's better too. I don't care. At least his are predictable.
And as far as I know, none of his figures have been accused of heinous things. So there's that bonus.
No, not yet. So, there's still time. Tommy says he's holding a Stephen King book right there in front of him too. Yeah. So.
By the way, great movie, but don't go see it if you're emotional. It'll mess you up.
Oh, okay.
Don't go see it if you have feelings.
Yeah.
Dude, actually, seriously.
Fantastic, Joaquin. Thank you. Oh my God, that was hilarious. The lights kept going out. I died laughing.
And the lights.
And
the lights keep going out.
Yes. I'll try to figure out a way to flip it so we're not cricking our neck here. So yeah.
I don't know. That kind of made it funnier to me, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. That it might be perfect as is, bro. I'm not lying to you.
Right.
I don't know. You might not need to
my
do that.
gosh.
I think somehow added to the production problems of the show.
Might have. Yeah. All right. Thank you, everyone. This weekend we have United 210's Total Elimination Friday, September 19th, 7:30 p.m. Central Time from the War Pit. Bring your chair, bring your bug spray, bring your own beer. Fireworks illegal out there, so if you have some left over, you can make some pyro for a few wrestlers that are coming out as well.
There are plenty left over all around this.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry. What?
AEW All Out is Saturday, September 20th at 2 p.m. Central Time from the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Watch on Triller TV or Amazon Prime for $50 or HBO Max for $40 if you're an HBO Max subscriber. And then, of course, WWE Wrestlepalooza, Saturday, September 20th at 6 p.m. Central Time from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. And watching it in the United States on ESPN or internationally on Netflix. Why can't we get it on Netflix in the U.S.? God damn it. So, next week we'll briefly recap all those events that happened, any wrestling news, and then we're going to preview TNA Victory Road and NXT No Mercy. And I'm going to throw this out there right now. I have a feeling we might see a TNA Invasion come No Mercy. Just some of the stuff back and forth, the stuff that Mustafa Ali's been posting. Wouldn't be awesome.
TNA and NXT have a show next weekend. I didn't know AEW had a pay-per-view that weekend.
Not that I'm worried.
And I stand by that joke because I think it's funny.
I stand by it 100% because it's also true.
All right. Well, fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And if you're listening or watching on Spotify, I appreciate that as well. Again, if you missed this, just want to hear this at work, we get this on Spotify usually the next day once we're able to process and get all that stuff out there. So over here, we got Mike.
Thanks, guys. Be good to each other.
We got Tommy.
Bye, guys.
And I'm JC. As always, heels and baby faces. Remember, pro wrestling is real. People are fake.
Oh my God, the lights!
I was about to say that.
Adios, Gunther.